Hello everyone, I have a new episode of What's on My Desk, and once again I am doing items that just came in that will be put on Dutchpapercrafts3.blogspot.com for sale. And if you see anything here that you want before I get around to putting it up on Dutchpapercrafts3, by all means please email me and I will get that a price quote right out to you. And then if you'd like it, you can get it. But here's some really nice things that just came in, and I'd like to do a little review with you. So we're going to start over here with Spellbinders. So last year, Spellbinders came out with these dimensional dies that the box dies they're like, and they fold flat for mailing. And they've been adding to them. Becca Feakin from Amazing Paper Grace, she came out with this line, and she's really good about adding to what you have to use what you have. So you can see that this set right here works with S6136, S5342, S5345, and S5397. Now for the rest of these, I'm not going to say that out, but I will scan the camera over so you can see them. And this is a beautiful Christmas greetings ones called Grand Snow Globe. And I'm going to turn it over so you can see what Spellbinders made with that. Isn't that beautiful? So if you've got these from last year, make sure you add on. You can make them with what you have. They're made to go together, but you can make something with them as is. And of course, if you need any of those older ones, I did check and my supplier still is carrying them. So email me and I can get them for you. I know a lot of you got them, so I'm hoping the same ones, people that got those will be interested in these too. So here's one called Grand Christmas Lattice Arch. It works with these dies right here, and it makes that gorgeous thing away in a manger. Oh, so pretty, so pretty. Becca, 2 thumbs up for making these. This is not a Christmas one, but I thought it kind of looked Christmassy. It's called Layered Thinking of You Woodland Scene, and it works with those dies right there. We flip it over to see a sample. So sweet, so cute. Next one. Now this one is just an insert, okay? So as you can see, here's a kind of the window here, and we've got other windows in the past. So this one you do need to purchase another set for, or you can just use these dies right here and layer them. But if you want the dimensional, you're going to have to purchase the other items. So this is the Nativity layering set, and it works with these guys right here. We flip it over, and you can see they didn't make a layered one here. They put it on flat. So if you want to just buy this by itself, hey, it works. Beautiful. I know every year one of my customers, she has to make a religious and a cutesy theme. So if you're into religious cards, that's a beautiful sample. Here's another one that makes a nice on its own. It's called the Holiday Grand Cabinet, and I do believe last year Becca called some of those cabinets too. It works with these, and flip it over, and it's a merry and bright. And remember, a lot of these are interchangeable, so if you add on to your collection, you're going to have quite the things to interact. If you teach classes, oh my gosh, you can have your students do so much creativity with all your different dies that you have. And then S5397, it works with these. It's the Santa one, and it's called Santa Claus Layering Set. And on the back, they made that beautiful set right there. Now again, they left this flat, but it is made for those cabinet dies, or the 3-dimensional ones. It's inserts for them. And then I got another one. It's non-Christmas. It's this one right here. It works with the S6138, and it is called the Layered Sweet Birdie Thanks Scene. And we flip it over, and you can just see how layered. That's so sweet. And, you know, these are super easy too. These make cards that are amazing, and they're easy. Now we're talking about easy and layering. So if you're not into layering things, whether it's stamps or dies, because it's just too difficult for you, really the difficult part with these Spellbinders ones, the only thing that's difficult about these is assembling the dimensional box. Takes a little bit of time. It's not hard, takes time. Have a party with some friends over, make it a good time. But this is a Studio Light. This is the easiest snow globe layering set you can make. If you can't layer these, you cut them pop them out, layer them on top, and easy peasy, okay? And it just makes this little kind of dimensional scene like that, but you'd make it a lot prettier. They just did it in all different shades of purple, and I know you guys would do different with that, but easy, okay? Here is a cottage cuts die, just one I got in. You know I love cottage cuts. Their artists just speak to me. I carry all their stuff, so that just got in. That's an older one. I got some Tim Holtz Distress Watercolor cardstock. People have been asking for this. I know it's a very favorite cardstock for people. It's a good quality cardstock, and it's hard to find quality cardstock for watercolor that's just so easy and a good price point. Okay, I'm going to skip all this hunky-dory stuff because I'm just going to flip them through and go easier. I'm going to keep continuing. This is a Lawn Fawn background right here. It's a bunch of little hearts. These make gorgeous pattern papers in an instant. And people who buy these Lawn Fawn backgrounds, they are pricey. I hear you. But make a lot of them at once. Use them. Give them as gifts. Cut some out and give them. I can't stress enough. If you love this hobby and you get friends, get into groups who love these and share your supplies, okay? Make things for your friends. I do it. I make samples for you guys all the time, and I get so much grateful for my customers when they do it. And inevitably, usually the item sells, but I enjoy doing that. And if I weren't doing this business, I would do that as gifts for my friends. I would make, even my non-crafty friends, I would make stuff so they could make cards, kind of like my own little kit for them to just put together. And that is such a nice gift. And it's not expensive for you to do that. It's time consuming, but not expensive. So if you're on a budget this year, think about that. Okay, that lady in the office, the secretary, it's kind of crafty. You make her a little kit and make your own cards. Oh my, you'll be your best friend. She will be. So grateful. Okay, so fancy dice. This is a Hero Arts one. I'm going to let you Google this one. It is Evergreen Forest, and it looks a lot nicer. Here it's confusing, and the background is cactus, so I don't get that. It doesn't show it, but if you Google it, it's called, what is this called? Forest Sunset Fancy Die. And it's so nice. It's the forest and the sunset, and right there it doesn't look like much of anything. Topper decks. Okay, these little guys seem to be a favorite of mine. Okay, so they're the size of a deck of cards. This contains 54 images, and they're all different. They're all small, so they make those small little wonderful cards. Here are some of the designs. I don't know if you can see that there. That are all on these little tiny cards. They're tiny. This is my hand. Fits in my hand. Okay. And what these are good for, ATCs. Also, hunky-dory, for some of you that have sharp eyes, they made dies that go exactly around these. I kept putting that on Dutchpapercrafts 3. This fits the little card topper deck, so grab them. And when I tell people that, or when I saw people buying the decks off of me, I would say, did you see that die? Not to be pushy, but sometimes people miss things, and I want my customers to know everything that kind of goes with the product. Okay, all you ocean fans, you know who you are. Jen, Bev, those that buy all my ocean stuff. This, I waited forever for this die. I'm talking forever. We're talking 4.5 months I ordered this, and it just came in. Makes this beautiful cut-in of an ocean scene. Had to wait. Comes from Holland, and it took a long while to get here. Okay, and couple more things over here. Little hero greetings. This took forever to get in. Isn't that cute? Just tiny little greetings. And over here, an old cottage cuts that's being retired. It's called Reindeer Barn, and it's very sweet. I think you'll enjoy that. So now I'm going to just clear off some space here. Bear with me for a minute, because I'm just gonna flip these things over and go right through them for you. Okay. First one right here. Always popular are the Hunky Dory Mary Packs. These are mirror cardstock, foiled, shiny, and they have the designs right in them. So we got seasonal style right here. The next one up right here is Sparkling Snowflakes. All the different scenes you can see in the colors that it comes in. 24 sheets of these. These are big, 8 by 8. Okay. Next thing is something new. Was the night before Christmas, and this is double-sided 8x8 paper. So it's a pad of paper, and you can see on one side is a beautiful scene, on the back is a matching kind of color that goes with it. You get 48 of these, 4 of each 12 designs. Now, I don't know about you, but I would not be using this back sides of these for, I would be using the front because their artwork is beautiful with Hunky Dory. But it is something, if you put it on acetate, or if you're a vellum fan, that's good too. Or if you somehow can figure out how to use pieces of it to make little thin, if you trim edges, you get little thin borders and can faux layer. That's kind of I've been seeing that on people's sites. Okay, so next one, these, people wait for these all year long. My adorable Scorables, the Hunky Dory sets. Now this one's a little different than all the others, and that's why I did it first. It's called Stepping into Christmas, and it's dogs. And this one, okay, it says it makes one card, and at the price point, it's a little expensive. It's going to be a really special card. It's got the Jack Russell, the German Shepherd, the Boxer, a Lab, and could be a golden puppy or a lab puppy. It could be whatever, which one you wanted that one to be. And you decoupage it with, your foam layering dots, and you make a very special card for somebody. And on the back, I'm just going to show you on the back, is the insert they give you to go with it. And they also give you, this is the base of the card, which you layer the other items on. If you wanted to stretch your dollar and make a couple of cards with this could be a card by itself, very simple, maybe add some of your dies with it, and then use this one, start off with this base layer, the big one, and add on to that with a background in the back, whether a solid color, some nice paper you have. These are all foil accented, which is really nice. It's a quality, nice, thick cardstock. Now the rest of them make 2 cards. There's enough to at least make 2 cards. So you can make more. This little guy I invested in. I bought a lot of him. I just think that speaks Christmas to me. It is so beautiful, the little items that are in there, and you can see all the items you get. Right there. I'm just not going to read. You can read it. I'm going to flip it over to see what the back side looks like, and you can see that snow paper and how pretty the foiled images are. The next one. Now the others I didn't get as much of, but I can still get more. And but I think I got enough for everybody to like. This one right here is the Magic of Christmas, Santa over Villages. Little tags over here. I always call those my bookmarks. That like to make bookmarks with those kinds of. It shows here what's in there. So pretty. We'll move on to the next one. It's another Santa over the rooftops. I think Santa over the rooftops always makes a magical, sweet card. Appeals to children and adults. Something about the moonlight in the background. There you go. Now Dasher, now Dancer, that's called. This one right here. This is a beautiful winter farm scene with the shepherding with his dog and his sheep. And there's the images you get with it, and make your cards. See, makes at least 2 cards. And then the last one in the Hunky Dory set, beautiful cottage scene, kind of reminds me Thomas Kinkadish a little bit, a little small one there. So pretty, makes at least 2 cards, and that's kind of the set. I'll flip it over. I haven't been flipping them over much because it doesn't really show much. It shows that one stack of paper. It's beautiful in the background paper. So that's it. That's what's on my desk right now. Coming to DutchPapercrafts3.blogspot.com.